All right, y'all, we back at it with another one. I freehanded this whole piece, used my Sharpies on that. Came back with the Renaissance Black Panther Tattoo Supply cartridges, V1, the green carts. Used my 3-round liner and my 11-round shader to get that piece nice and crisp. Then I used my Da Vinci needles on this one as well, 15 press mag and a standard 7 liner. Bishop Power One liner, knocked the whole thing out. Inky's Purple Guide. We used the Allegory Black today. Whipped that with the Witch Hazel to get you a smooth black and gray. However your drop system is, just make sure it works for you. Green soap and water, of course, and that was pretty much it to knock this whole thing out. We kept it minimal today, did a nice freehand. So let's go get into this piece. Test. Say something, bro.
Testing.
I'm just gonna draw this on. That's cool.
Mm-hmm. Okay, good. I'm glad you said that. So look.
Yeah, because it kind of has to go with like the shapes of your hand and shit.
You see the trunk right here? You can put it on the finger?
I can, but I don't think it'll look as good.
Okay.
Yeah. I can because I'm gonna do like a 3-color drawing. I don't know.
I mean, do your thing.
References. What you been up to, bro?
Shit. School. A whole lot of school. Working. I've been calm since I've been back. I ain't been out like that.
How long you been out here? Back out here?
It's Christmas.
Oh.
I came back like 4 days before Christmas.
Type shit. You ready for this shit, man? The hand's not fun.
We finna find out.
Don't even know.
We finna find out. I don't know. I'm always getting myself in some shit.
Like what? What you mean?
But once it started, I'll be cool. It's easier to hand paint that hoe when it's on your hand.
No. It's not easier. It's easier for me. I just didn't want to redraw it on paper because I can't print out. I don't print out tattoos and just use the same shit.
Yeah. Okay, but no, eventually I gotta come get this Medusa fixed and then get this one fixed too.
Yeah, for sure. I didn't do those, right?
You say it again? Nuh-uh.
I didn't do. Okay, just checking.
Josh, you remember Josh from Tempo?
RP.
Yeah, he did this Medusa one, and then my homegirl Chaz did this one. Did you do this one at the top? This one that say design?
Let me see.
I can't remember
Based
who
on
did
how
it.
that V looks, yeah, probably.
I can't remember who did that.
I think it was me. Unless somebody did it looking at my fucking.
I'm gonna say no, but I think y'all the only two who tatted on me, other than my first one. JJ did my first one.
RP to him too.
Right.
It's like two out of when I first worked at that shop. It's like 2 out of the 5 artists are dead now. That shit
And
crazy.
it's them two?
Them 2 years.
And they both tatted me. They were, no, not cool.
Yeah, I guess tattooing is dangerous. It's still not as dangerous as fucking being a rapper. You seen that shit yesterday?
No, what?
Them boys got shot in Memphis.
Are you talking about Sauce Walker and his artist?
Yep.
Yeah, they say he cool though. They say his artist didn't make it though.
Yeah. That's the most dangerous sport right there. Trying to rap and shit.
But they said something like they've been looking for him or looking for his artist or some shit.
What you mean? The shooters?
Mm-hmm.
The alleged shooters? I don't know nothing about that. I just seen the little breaking news for real.
Yeah, I seen that shit yesterday. That's wild. In Memphis is crazy. Who the fuck looking for Sauce Walker in Memphis?
I think they're looking for everybody in Memphis. That's kind of the consensus I was seeing. Memphis just trying to take some shit down. Like, I don't know. I ain't never been there.
I ain't never been either. I think my next city I want to travel to this summer is Chicago.
Chicago? You
Yeah,
been there?
I ain't been in Chicago yet.
Hey, what about this? What if I do it like on 2 fingers? So it like still curves. What do you think about
That's
that?
cool.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead, show me. You know, I really don't care as long as it look right. I really don't care.
My bad. What city you said?
Chicago.
What? Why Illinois?
They said Chicago got the best food.
You gonna
Everybody,
go live there just for the food? That's some shit
absolutely,
I do.
absolutely, absolutely.
So what? LA food? You lived in LA, right?
Yeah,
And that food
yeah,
ain't about
yeah. No. What I
damn
will say
LA.
though, you know what LA was like? Ain't nobody fucking with LA. Everybody got like chicken and waffles. They got some bomb ass chicken and waffles. Like they can make fried chicken out there,
That's it.
but that's it.
I don't even really eat fried chicken, bro. I
It
ain't
ain't
gonna
no
lie to
good
you.
soul food. It's not no good Caribbean food. None of that.
You just gotta eat taco truck every day.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I already eat chicken, so I was really just eating chicken spots all the time, like trying new chicken spots. But other than that, yeah, Mexican food, they got real good Mexican food.
Is
And
it better than out here?
I was just about to say it's different though, because out here we got Tex-Mex. Out there is more like authentic. It's a lot like real Mexican food.
Which one you like better?
Shit, I don't know. I think I like Tex-Mex better, but I grew up on that, so that's why.
Bias and shit. How long
Yeah,
was you out there?
a year and a half. A
And
year and a half
you
too
was
long.
silent. Matter of fact, you ain't even. You want to look at the camera? You can introduce
Oh,
yourself.
oh shit. I'm hot. All right. Yeah, so my name Pinky. I'm a hairstylist. I'm a hairstylist in Houston and LA. I was working at Hair Queen LA for a little bit,
Mm-hmm.
and that's really where I got like my start, like a little bit from of my name. And then, like I said, when I moved back in December, I came back out here just to like finish getting my license and shit, so I can like do more shit when I go back to LA, basically.
So you could get a license for LA out here, or how does that
No,
work?
so okay, so basically, you can get your cosmetology license in any state.
Uh-huh.
So I already went to hair school like a few years ago, so I was halfway done. I just never finished. So it's like if I would have did it in California, I would have had to start all the way over, versus me just finishing in Houston and then transferring it over when I go out there. That's a lot easier.
Got you.
And I might not even have to really transfer it because it really, as long as I got that license, it show like I went to school, I did what I was supposed to do, whatever. But that
How
school
hard is the
shit
school?
killing me. It's not hard. It's just like just imagine going somewhere having to be taught something you know how to do. Like, of course, the shit I learned, like,
Yeah,
it's
because you
it's
already like what? So you like a celebrity stylist,
yeah,
right?
I've been doing
So
hair since
you
like
already.
2018. Yeah, so all the
And she
shit that
saw
they,
the hair you did when y'all came in the other day. They said the hair you did on the birthday girl, that shit was busting.
oh,
So I know
thank
you
you.
know what
Yeah,
you're doing.
yeah, thank
So
you,
how does
thank
it feel
you.
having to step back and learn like relearn the craft? Like even though okay, I know how to do this shit, but let me
I don't
perfect
even,
it almost.
Honestly, it's not even the fact about stepping back because I like to learn new shit. Like I want to like even while I was out there, like I learned a lot of shit. I think the more it's the money for me. That's what fucked it up. It's the amount of money I was making, and I had to like step back, go to school, not do hair as much. Like
What do you make less now?
way less.
Just because you're learning, or
not just because I'm learning, just because, like I said, when I got to LA, that's where I got a name for myself. Like that's where I got big at. So I started popping out there, and they pay different in LA. That's one thing I will say. Like the girls in the South, they don't give it up like the girls in LA. But everybody in LA, like it's a facade everybody go for. Like everybody gotta have the best hair, everybody gotta look good. You know, it's a thing. So people paying like bands every 2 weeks just to get their hair done. Like they not doing that out here in the South. Everybody out here, they say you charge too much and they do it themselves. So, which I mean, that's cool too. But
I mean, I feel like when my hair was long, I paid my stylist,
but see, everybody don't have that
shit,
mindset.
so
Yeah.
but it still was like $100 a week. She was paying
Because
bills off of me.
Because even now, like when I go get my cuts, like I pay more than what the normal person would pay. But I know when I get out the chair, I'm gonna look how I want to look. So I'm gonna go pay for that.
Where'd you meet your barber at? In the course of school and all that shit?
Nah, I met my barber through social media. Cause I had like
the coldest you ever seen.
Yeah, cause you know everybody grew up with like you got your childhood barber you grew up with. Everybody got that.
Oh fuck, I don't.
You didn't grow up with a childhood barber?
Hell no. Bro, I had a bald fade my whole childhood.
Me too though. I had bald fade too, but I had the same man who used to cut my bald fade.
No, it was whoever was available. My dad bald completely. This nigga wake up and razor his head.
So it was whoever could cut
so
you.
He was like, bro, somebody do something with this man's head, like. Because if it was up to him, I know my shit would have been bald just like him. We would have been twins.
Nah, I had a barber growing up, and then when I got to like high school and shit and started making my own money, and then I started paying for my own barbers and like reaching out to different people.
Yeah. Kind of figuring out what fits you.
Yeah, but it's weird because like I have like naturally receding hairline. It grow in a U shape, so I always tell barbers like, don't follow my hairline, make your own.
Okay.
Everybody follow that shit. Like everybody follow it, but that nigga he know what he doing.
The one you got now.
Yeah.
So I guess it's just easier for them to just follow that, which is kind of fucked up, but
yeah. You got to create a hairline with my shit. I'm gonna go get a hairline transplant too. That's on my list.
You gonna go overseas?
Oh, definitely. I'm gonna go to Turkey. That shit.
To restart this drawing, bro. That other one had no ears. I don't like that.
Which one?
The other reference?
Which one?
The one that you sent me? I'm gonna do it in the same style, just a different elephant. That's cool.
Oh, I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
Who the fuck told me to get a hand tattoo?
What, that shit hurt already?
No, it's just on my mind.
So what took you to Cali?
That shop I worked at. I've been following them for a while, and they a big shop in LA. And he the owner, he had posted he was hiring, and at first I didn't want to do it because you had to like send an audition video in.
Audition video?
Yeah.
Damn.
You had to send in like an audition video and all that shit, and then they chose from the video.
I should make artists do that shit.
Yeah, but the reason why I didn't like it is because it was like I'll get in front of a camera and I'll like record and I'll do what I got to do. But to send it out to a bunch of random people to have them judge my work.
What are you doing on the video? You like doing hair?
You had to like introduce yourself and I guess like
why you should be
catch their eye, I guess type shit. I don't know. Yeah, like why you should work there. But I was like, no, I'm not gonna do that. And then a few months later, he posted that he was having auditions like in person. And everything just checked out because I had just came back from out the country, so really I didn't have no money to do that shit. But my mama, she had like hella flight points.
Wait, where you go out the country?
Antigua. You know that's where I'm from. So I go home every year.
Okay.
And we spent a lot of money. So when I came back, it was like, nah, I ain't got the money. I ain't gonna do it. But I ended up getting my flight for $14. And then I got a
You
best
got scared?
friend. No, hell no.
Just
It
fucking
was
with
on
you.
it was United, but she had flight credit. So it was only
Look
$14.
it
And
up.
then I have a best friend that live out there. So shit, I ended up staying with her and she drove me to the audition. So I flew out there, I did that. And it was 30 people. I got fourth place. And it was top 3 and I ended up getting 4.
Mm-hmm.
So after I came back home, I was home for like a month and then they ended up hitting me up to come back and work. And I really only planned on being there for like 2 weeks. And I went out there to work and I ended up staying an extra week.
Mm-hmm. You still working while you stayed out there, or you on?
Yeah, I had to, cause like my mom, she low key got, not low key, but she had cancer.
Okay.
So I just used my FMLA at my real job, and I was gone for 3 weeks.
What is that, like a leave
It's
of
basically
absence?
like, yeah, it's basically like a leave of absence, but they can't fire you because it's like basically saying like I'm taking care of my mama. But I did that shit, and I went out there for 3 weeks, and I came back, and
Your mom's good now?
Yeah, she good now. She good.
Shout out to her.
Yeah, thank you. But but yeah, I came back, and I just told my boss like I don't think I'm gonna come back. Like I'm gonna just go to LA, and I had just bought my brand new car because when I came back from the audition, the night after I came back, I totaled my car out.
Damn, how you do that?
Driving in my phone, not paying attention. I ran smack
Texting
dead
and
into the back of
driving.
this lady hard too, and I totaled my car out. But I ended up, insurance good as shit, so I got a new car like a week or 2 after that. And then I was in LA working for 3 weeks, and I was just thinking like, why am I Ubering around? I have a brand new car at home.
Yeah.
So I flew back, packed the car up, drove to LA, and I ended up being out there for a year and a half.
Yeah.
And drove my ass right
at that
back.
point you didn't know that you would be able to get that?
Yeah, I didn't. I mean, it was cool. Like when I did the audition, it was like okay, it was an opportunity. I met people like cool. But when they called me back to work, then it kind of was like okay, shit, getting real.
Mm-hmm.
And then when I went to go work, it was like, oh, these motherfuckers like they fuck with me. So I'm like, yeah, I'm finna get on that. And my boss, like, he showed mad love. He was real cool. And like the type of shop he got, it's not like most shops. Like most shops, you pay booth rent, you bring your own clientele. He don't do that. Like we pay hourly, and he bring the clientele. Like we get paid hourly. Like
he pays you hourly.
Like I'm on the clock, and then we just take
charge the people whatever.
Yep, and then we just take clientele. I mean, take whatever clients come in.
That man running it up.
Yeah, my boy doing big things.
What's it called?
Hair Queen LA. Yeah, that's where I started.
What type of shit did you see there that you don't think you would have seen just private studio in Houston or whatever?
I mean, I don't know. Personally, what I took from it was just like that was like my first real salon experience.
Mm-hmm.
So like I was able to see like working with other people and how it go, but the whole environment was different because like I said, we all on the clock. Like it's not booth rent, so like we all sharing stuff. We all like it's a little different, but it's a good setup for people like me who was just starting.
Yeah, we're in the new city.
Yeah, and it was in a new city because I started doing hair in 2018, but I didn't start doing installs until like because I got the job in September of 2023. I had just started doing installs in January of 2023.
Mm-hmm.
So it just happened fast.
When you say doing hair versus doing installs, what's the difference?
Doing hair, I was just like making wigs, styling wigs, coloring wigs, things like that.
Mm-hmm.
And then I started getting into like actually working on clients.
What's the transition like?
I feel like I ain't gonna lie, when the transition was happening, I wasn't really focused on like, oh, how was it gonna be taking clients? It really was about the money. I started making more money, and then it was just like, fuck it, whatever they want, I gotta start doing this shit.
Because like you said, they out there, they paying.
Right, and that's really how I started doing hair because I didn't even know how to braid at first. And then I had this one girl that came and was just like she needed her hair taken down, then put back in, yada yada yada. And I needed that money, and I just started acting like I knew what the fuck I was doing. I braided her hair, And I just kept doing that shit, and I
That
learned how
is
to
how you
braid.
do it. Plus, I don't think braiding can. I mean, it's hard to do it real good, but I don't think it's that hard to just
And that's
get
what
it
was
done.
crazy. Like I'm like self-taught with a lot of shit, so I was able to like catch on to like a
Plus, you
lot
work
of
in
shit.
salons, so it's not like you never seen nobody do some braiding. You
Right,
know what I'm
but I
saying?
couldn't catch on to that shit. Like I could not catch on, even when I was in hair school. Like they could not teach me how to braid. But that girl said she needed that braid down, and I
They
needed
could. They
that
gave
money.
up. They gave up on teaching you.
They didn't give up on teaching me, but it was like all they like methods and techniques they had. That shit, I
Wasn't
wasn't
working.
catching on to that. Yeah, I used to watch YouTube videos and everything. Could not catch on to that shit. And then one day I just started braiding. And then shit being in LA helped me with that too because I used to get like all different type of hairs to braid, like long hair, short hair, thin hair, thick hair.
I was gonna say, is that why you ended up coming in, and going back to school because there was so much things you needed to like add to the repertoire?
I feel like it was that, and it was other stuff. Like it was stuff that I realized, like, okay, I do need to go sharpen up on this, and that, and really just that license. Once I get that paper, I can.
So you have to go to the school to get the license.
Or
Okay.
some type of school. But I was already halfway done with Paul Mitchell, so I just went ahead and finished there. It was the easiest because I should be done by summertime. I just started in January. I should be done by summertime.
You had started before. You had started learning there and then left or something. Did you
Yeah,
say you was
during
gonna start?
COVID, I had started and then three. I started in January of 2020, and then March the shutdown happened, and everything just went to shit after that.
What you was doing during the shutdown? You was out the crib with it.
I was, and I ain't gonna lie. If I can go back to 2020, I would. I made so much money during that time.
Hey man, we was not supposed to be tatting at all, bro. I think I tatted you during that time.
You probably
When
did.
we had the fucking trash bag over the door, and only the overhead lights was on in the shop. Well, we was
Yeah,
we was
I
getting
ain't
to it
come to
like
the.
that over there, cause we was supposed to be there at all. The owner was like, "Hey man, y'all got keys. All my booth rents come into Cash App.
Okay.
If anybody asks, I told you niggas
Mm-hmm.
not to be in here tatting, but nobody asked, and we did. We did.
Nah, I ain't gonna
This
lie, but
shop is a result of COVID.
that
Like that shit was booming, bro.
yeah, Houston was out like thick, and
Going
all
crazy.
the other cities had shut down, so everybody came to Houston. Like, yeah, I racked up, and I'm so mad because now it's just like, damn, what the fuck I do with all that shit?
What did you do with
But
it?
if I had the mindset I had now, I definitely would have capitalized. I mean, everybody say that, but I definitely would have capitalized off of that.
What would you do different now, given like, all right, you got the same cash flow as you had?
If I had that type of money coming in that I had back then,
Mm-hmm.
and it was free money, like I wasn't working for it, like I was on unemployment, and we was getting an extra
Oh,
600
you
on
talking about
top of
that
what you.
money? I thought you was
Yeah,
talking about the clientele
but
booming
I was
money.
getting that too because everybody was getting them checks. So that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. Like I was making money, and I just did stupid shit with it. But now I definitely would invested in my business. I definitely would have went ahead and paid for all my LLCs, all my shit.
Mm-hmm.
Cause just imagine if I would have got my LLC in 2020. By 2022, I could have been pulling out $10,000 plus loans to buy hair and do all kind of shit that I need to start my business.
Do you resell the hair or
Yeah.
yeah?
Sell hair, color hair, make hair, install hair. Only thing I
All
don't do is
aspects.
braids.
What you say you learning? So
Well,
shit.
no, I do braids like a braid down for a wig. I don't do like box
No fly
braids,
shit.
longs braids. Yeah, no.
Yeah.
And I don't braid to the scalp like all the cornrow braids and the hearts and the butterflies and shit. No.
I think I'm finna grow my shit back out, man. Go back to the braids.
I don't even know how y'all do that. It's too hot in Houston. That's one
It
thing I
does
do
feel
miss
better
about
with
LA though. After a long day, you can just go to the beach late at night, smoke you a blunt, chill. Can't do that shit out here.
in the weed legal, man. What did it
The
feel like coming back
the
from
weed
the
legal,
weed
but I
being that you
promise it's
gotta
no difference.
you
I
gotta look
promise it's no difference because you
in
still
what?
can't smoke and drive. Like I feel like the only big difference is like you can be in public places and smoke and nobody gonna say anything. Like I can walk down Hollywood
I
Boulevard.
mean, if you get pulled over with 2 grams of certain part of Texas, you're going to the slammer, my boy. That's the big difference.
But
I had a homeboy do
but
a
if you
weekend
do
for a
that,
little.
but if you drive in LA with weed, you
They
going to
take you to
jail
jail.
too. Yeah, you can't smoke with it. You're not
Okay,
supposed to have a certain
so
amount in the
if you
car.
smoking, that's a DUI. But if you just have
Hmm.
it in the car, if I have one
But
gram
it's
in the
still a,
car,
but it's no. I think
LA police
but
not
in
finna be
Texas
like,
it's
come
a
on, let's
zip.
go.
In Houston it's a zip.
In Houston, as soon as you 30 minutes away,
Oh well, yeah, that's true.
jail.
That's true. But I mean, California basically the same thing. I think you can only have a zip.
I
I
mean,
think
you don't need more than that.
I think it's a zip per person in the car.
If you got more than a zip, a zip per person,
Mm-hmm.
so you just got to load hella people. If you got more than a zip, man, I think you might be doing a
But
little trafficking.
that
That's
shit
not
really,
personal use.
that's really just for the government to make more money because you're not
Of
supposed
course.
to travel with weed, but you can go on the LAX website and it tell you can take up to 2 ounces per check bag.
To anywhere?
So wherever you flying to, you can bring 2 ounces through the airport. They're not gonna say nothing.
You tested that?
Oh yeah, absolutely. How you
You
think
be
I got
fine
on my
with it.
weed bag? I flout this shit all the time. I just put it in the big bag. Okay. She went through security with the shit.
They ain't even. I'm
Yeah,
scared. I already look like I got the weed with me. They already looking extra hard.
yeah. Nah, I just put that shit in the
Just
big
an
bag.
iPad and a tattoo machine, huh? They be doing me like that.
But nah, that's why when I came back, I drove back with like 8 or 9 ounces, I think. But I
See,
drove to
you the
Vegas
people that
first.
they making them over 1 ounce laws for.
But no, see, I
Yeah,
drove
eight or
to
nine people.
Vegas and then came down. Because if I would have came straight through like LA to Texas, I would have went through the border. And I
Yeah,
can't
or
I
you
can't
would have
do
went
border
to the claim.
patrol. Yeah, I'm not doing that shit. So we drove up to Vegas, stayed in Vegas for like a day or two, and then came down. And honestly, the drive back, the
You
drive there
said,
was better.
my bad, I got focused on this joint. You said stayed in Vegas for how long?
Like a day or two.
Oh, okay.
I think I
What
stayed
you
in there
doing in
too.
Vegas? Debauchery?
I really didn't, that was my first time there, so I really didn't do shit but like walk around, ate, just seeing what they had. We went to Fremont Street for a little bit, but I really didn't do much. When I go back, I'll have like more plans or itinerary of what I want to do. I ain't gonna lie, I really felt like I fucked up going at that time because I was just ready to get back to Houston.
Hmm.
So I really didn't care what we did.
You missing Houston? What's out here?
I don't know what the fuck I was missing because I done came back and now I'm ready to go again. But I don't even think it was that. It was just a lot going on in LA. It was time to go.
And this guy looking pretty good. You know this shit gonna hurt, right? Then you
Mm-mm.
want it to go on your finger.
It's not gonna hurt.
Alright.
Y'all be saying shit hurt and it don't hurt.
So we liars.
Yeah, definitely.
And I tatted my hand myself, tatted my fingers myself,
But see, the
and it
finger
hurt.
wasn't bad. The only thing that hurt on the finger was the knuckle.
I mean,
And
everybody's
then like
different.
my wrist tattoos don't really hurt
But
either.
I'm looking at 3 knuckles I'm drawing on right now. That's what I'm saying.
Hey, it's gonna be
It is
okay.
what it is.
By the time you get
Shit
to
is
the
gonna be
knuckle part,
okay.
it's gonna be it's gonna be numb. Hand gonna be sleep.
That's what I just interviewed Big Jump, if you know what that is. He was saying like, yeah, once it gets swollen, you good.
Once it gets swallowed, it's crazy. But not for real. It'd be a mind thing. And then you tap fast, so it's like you could just sit there for a little bit, you could.
You already know. You already got everything planned for when you get back.
To LA?
Yeah.
Shit, not really. Cause like I said, he about to open up a shop in Miami. I'm trying to see what that Miami shop about.
How many people be working in there?
Oh, he got people on rotation, literally. So sometimes it be 5 people at a time. Sometimes we got 10, 15 people in there. Like it just go up and down. People come back to work. People go back to doing their own thing. He got a lot of traveling stylists, so he bring people in, fly them back out, like
Mm-hmm.
different stuff. But that's what I was just doing for the first few months. I was just driving back. I mean, flying back and forth.
You end up learning from them too. So it's just
Yeah,
like a whole bunch of
definitely,
revolving door on the stylist.
definitely. The stylist there. That's probably who I learned from the most, actually.
You didn't ask me for this Unilone, but I did one anyways.
You said the who?
The Unilone, this little piece right here. It goes with the. Why are you getting
Mm-hmm.
this, by the way?
You never got one right here. I just want a better one. And then this one never showed because I always I don't
Got
ever
a
walk.
sleeve on or whatever.
Yeah. And then I'm gonna
Well,
come back to get the Buddha on this one.
yeah, I actually did. One of my first episodes was a Buddha on the hand on that boy Flowers, but it was a different style. It was like more like realism style. This is kind of like an illustrative kind of thing. I don't know if you can see the drawing. It's starting to come together.
That should be me. Sleep knocked out. Oh, they
They've been into
deliver
that
my
all day.
stuff.
They're doing some geometric shit. That shit takes forever and a day. Looks dope though when you finish it finally.
I was just about to say that'd be the only thing I'd be wishing. Like I feel like tattoos show up on me, but depending on what I get, certain shit not gonna look right.
Nah, bro, it's just how it's put in.
But at the same, I'm finna fill this arm up. We gotta do something to fill all these spots in, and then I want a half a sleeve on this arm, and I gotta figure out something over here.
Might as well just do both. You got something against a full sleeve?
No, I just gotta find out what I'm gonna get. It's because
Gotta figure out
I
what to
just
do.
randomly started throwing tattoos on, so now that I'm trying to make a piece, it's just like
Make it
yeah,
make sense, yeah. That's kind of what I had to do on my sleeves too. I'm really blasting over my shit right now, like putting this over it. I just did this over it because I was just doing shit, and then I just did the flower of life to kind of tie it in,
yeah. And I was gonna cover this up, but now I'm gonna get it
refresh
done
it.
right. Yeah.
Yeah, that artist. I always say, man, I respect artists when they just kind of stop if they know they don't know what they're doing. Keep it light, because then somebody else always get. Because that's what I used to do when I was in my first year, and I was bullshitting,
Yeah,
acting like
because
I knew what I was doing.
it's definitely
I
light
just
though.
go light, and then when you come back, I'll be like, "Yeah, see, it's light, bro. We can fix it up." And now I done researched it.
Okay, so see, look, this is what I want to turn that into.
Oh yeah,
So we can just add, yeah, all of that. I was gonna get this too, but I said it's gonna be hard to talk while I'm getting that.
yeah. That's a. I don't know if that one will work for the pod. That shit gonna hurt. You got tattoos on your head?
That's gonna be my first one.
Yeah, that shit hurts. It's not fun. I tried to numb it. Still hurt.
Cause now my hands starting to sweat.
I'm almost done drawing.
That's why my hands starting to sweat.
I really could have started already. I'm trying to do a little more of the drawing rendered so that you could see it.
Y'all seen somebody got shot last night off some club and off Hillcroft?
What, down the street?
Yeah, they said it was a what's the name of this place?
I ain't gonna lie, bro. These clubs be open so late, like they need to close. Niggas need to go to sleep. That's why everybody getting shot. You ain't got enough rest. They finna shut down and then reopen with a different name.
I couldn't find it, but yeah, it was a Spanish bar. Somebody came in that whole shooting and somebody died. It ain't even shit going on this weekend. What the fuck be going on out there?
They was at the rodeo, got fucked up. Somebody tried to talk to somebody, bitch.
Today the last day, huh, for the rodeo?
I don't know, man. I go to the rodeo every year. I did not go this year.
I ain't been in like 2-3 years.
I'll be fucking with it. But they had Ludacris. I should have went. Bun B, was it Bun B brought out Ludacris and fucking T.I.? I was like, damn.
Yeah, today the 23rd, huh? Yeah, today the last day.
All right, so I kind of combine these two. I don't know if you want to check it out. Now I'm gonna do the waves around it.
Combine which two?
This one and this one. So the trunk's coming downwards and then flips back around.
Yeah, that's cool.
Fuck with it.
Yeah.
And then with this
It's
kind of
basically
style,
the same thing. It just got the ears on it now.
yeah, it just has ears and it's like a little more side profile, but it's essentially the same. And then I'm gonna put the same waves. With this kind of style, this I really shouldn't take too long.
Come look at it.
You can go look at it.
You was so irritating.
Ooh, girl.
It do.
It doesn't. Tell me, ibuprofen for your tat? Yeah, it doesn't
It
work
do
like
work.
that.
I don't know what y'all talking about. By the time it kick in, no pain. Are you on my? Are you with me or against me? Because it's not like you're against me. Y'all ain't shit.
Ibuprofen more like an after kind of thing. So how
Is this thing rocking on my tripping? Oh, okay.
It's rocking a little bit. So how do you become a celebrity stylist? How many celebrities you gotta style?
I don't even think I'm a celebrity stylist.
What you mean?
I don't think I'm a celebrity stylist. Like I work with celebrities, but I mean, do that make me a celebrity stylist?
I feel like it does.
Okay. Well, I
don't know. Tattoo artists out here.
I got lucky though. You're not being funny. I always say I'm blessed. Like you got other people who come up that's like, I don't even know how to explain it because I didn't come up growing hair. Like my first passion was cars. So you got people. Cars? You said why I ain't stay with cars?
What did you do with cars? Like fixing them?
Yeah, I was in automotive school.
Okay.
But that died fast.
Wow.
Not even being funny. Like I'm one of those like I can get rough. I can be a nigga, but I belong in the house. Like not being funny. Like I belong with my homegirls chit chatting, doing their hair. That's what I like. I don't want to be outside sweating and shit all the time.
You could have a fucking mechanic shop with AC, nigga.
It wasn't even about that, cause see, what really made me quit doing that shit, I worked at Discount Tire. Every other day I was breaking a nail. I had a fucking blood clot on my toe. My toenail was chipped in half. Man, crazy. I said, yeah, this. I said, this ain't it. I said, this ain't it.
Discount Tire is rough though. First of all, they busy.
They busy, and that's where everybody with the big ass tires come from.
Yeah.
Cause I used to work at Sam's tire department too, and it was cool. Like you had big trucks every now and then, but it wasn't really much. At Discount Tire, man, and I'm still a little nigga. Them tires was heavy as fuck, like for real. So and I'm only 140 wet, literally.
How did you was just like, fuck it, I'm just gonna do hair, fuck these tires?
I mean, it was a transition. Like I really was just like, fuck it, I'm not doing this no more. So I started doing valet at the airport, and that was cool for a while. And then I got the opportunity to go to LA when I worked at the airport. But
oh yeah, cause you worked with your sister, right? At the
cause she
TSA.
No, she did TSA. I did valet, and she still worked at TSA. But as far as like when I got at the shop and becoming a celebrity stylist, it just, like I said, I just was blessed. Like I worked at the shop,
and they turn around, you're like, oh shit, Beyonce, that's crazy.
No, that ass. That happened living in LA, you see celebrities everywhere. But I think the one time that was like I was starstruck in a sense, that bitch JT, she get her hair done at the shop next to me. That's funny. And that hoe come, she come in her shades and her hoodie, you don't even know it's her. And she come get her hair done. But and then it's also
that shit really a good disguise. I always see celebrities doing that shit, fucking shades and hoodie, like. Bro,
and that's how they be. That's how they be in LA all the time. Like you never know who you talking to. You never know who you sitting next to. And that's another thing I had to learn. Like I ain't gonna lie, I talk a lot of shit. Like I talk a lot of shit, and not even just like I be talking. Yeah, not even saying I'll be like talking down on people. I just like talk. Whoa.
Yep.
Hey now. But no, I talk a lot of shit. So like,
tattoos are not what dreams are made of, man.
And y'all ain't worth a damn. I tell you that right now, y'all ain't. Look,
I said, man, just get something small so we could tell you. No, I'm trying to get.
And see, here's the thing. You know, when you say small, I'll get something small. Like we was gonna be here 15 minutes, done.
That's fine.
Oh, well,
man, you gonna have to just cry in the car or on camera. I don't really edit shit. The editing staff, it doesn't exist, so everything just goes out. So if you cry, I'm gonna just get it zoomed in on the tear dropping. You're gonna look like
I ain't tripping. Make sure that's the promo. I'm gonna repost it. Cause whoa. What was I even talking about?
You was talking about seeing JT.
No, I said something after that. Oh, that's what I was saying. Okay, I was saying, yeah, I talk a lot of shit. But living in LA, like, you got to be careful because, like, literally you can be sitting, like, just at a restaurant and you'll be sitting with, like, next to somebody, like, PR team, somebody manager, like, it's just hella, everybody connected.
And they listening to you, like,
and they listening,
they'll never do my client's hair. Because you just said some fucked up shit.
Oh, okay. This is interesting. I'm hot. But yeah, because there's this one girl who I worked at the shop with. She was sitting at this place called Bossa Nova, and
Bossa Nova?
Bossa Nova, yeah, it's like a real good restaurant. Like it's kind of like Papados. Like how we got Papados, everybody want to go to Papados.
Right.
They got Bossa Nova, and everybody want to go to Bossa Nova. It's a good restaurant. I like it, but she was just sitting there eating, and then she ended up getting a job working for somebody who real big right now. She doing big things now. Now she be at beat. I mean, I can. Yeah, her name Mimi. She started working with Miss Pat.
Miss Pat, the comedian.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, she funny as fuck.
But you want to know? Oh, that knuckle ain't no bitch. Oh my goodness. And it's really not that bad. I feel like you did that on purpose. I said it's not that bad. He started digging in the damn finger. Okay. All right. My toes sweating. God dang. But yeah, it's just crazy because I love Miss Pat. I watch that show all the time. And when that fourth season dropped, I'm literally looking at her and I'm like, nah, somebody on here. Like them not regular wigs, like somebody on here for real, for real.
Yeah.
And then it ended up being, my homegirl Mimi. Or she work at the shop. So I was like, okay, yeah, that's real dope. But like just shit like that, you gotta be careful because you never know who you're around, who you talking to, none of that shit.
I guess if you're out there, especially if you're there for that reason, like I know you more like just work with celebrities and ended up right there. But to say you going out there just because hey, I'm gonna be a celebrity style, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm gonna
That
go
shit
be.
hard. I mean, it's easy, but that shit hard because that's not no cheap place you can just do that shit in. Like that
Yeah,
shit
you're gonna have to
expensive
get
as
your
fuck.
paper to be anybody anywhere though.
Okay, see, yeah, up there not bad, Steve.
It's not as bad, but you take a deep breath.
No, it's not bad up there at all. Like
You done?
Jesus. But yeah,
Having a tea time.
when I was having when I was looking for apartments out there, like I feel like in Houston we got like hella one bedrooms everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Out there, like they go for a lot of studios, and your studio gonna run you like 1,800, 2,000.
But studio meaning you got one room.
Meaning it's smaller than this space that we in right now.
Right, and there's no like.
And ain't no walls. Your kitchen right next to your restroom, your restroom right next to your closet right next to your bed.
1,800.
1,800.
Damn.
And it ain't got no AC, and you got to park on the street by homeless
so you live
people.
There?
Yeah, I lived there, but I stayed with.
She sound pissed off about it.
Yeah, I stayed with my best friend though.
I mean, that just means shit. You got the studio with no AC. You just gotta go get to work.
Hell no.
You ain't supposed to be at home. You supposed to be.
And everybody be saying like, I guess back in the day, LA didn't get that hot, so you didn't need AC. Bullshit, it's hot as fuck now.
They said it doesn't get that hot. I never heard that one.
It really don't get that hot though. Like you'll be surprised. It don't get that hot, especially coming from Texas.
It's a different kind of heat, or it's just.
It's a different kind of. It's definitely a different kind of heat, and it's just not as bad. Like in the summertime, I think the hottest it had got was like 80 something, 90 something, maybe. Yeah, and then at nighttime, it's real breezy. It's real beautiful. I get them that. And Houston just humid, like it's just hot. Yeah, definitely. And they got like a lot of mountains and hills, so it's a lot of breezes and a lot of stuff coming through. Houston, we just flat with a bunch of tall buildings.
Right. Yeah, I went to Colorado. It's the first time I ever seen a mountain. We definitely don't have mountains out here.
Now, that's one thing I will say. Like driving on the freeway in LA, like when you leave in LA, like say for instance I'm leaving LA going to like Calabasas or something. You passing nothing but like mountains and all kind of crazy shit. And when it's cold, the mountains got snow on it. Like that shit beautiful. Damn.
Yeah, I be telling everybody, tattoos hurt. They be like, "Is this gonna hurt?" Yep. What about
But
this?
see, that's the stupid question though. Is it gonna hurt? Does gonna hurt? It's just how bad.
But you can't. I can never tell you. Like I can never tell you which nerve ending in your hand is gonna make this.
Right, and everybody, pain tolerance different.
Exactly.
Ooh.
I ain't gotta do too much.
No, it's okay. You can do it. Cause I'd rather get it over with one time than have to come back and get her.
It's likely you may have to come back, bro. It's a hand tat, so you never know how they gonna heal.
That is fucked up.
Yep. But I mean, like I just said, I did a Buddha on here. I seen that whole healed, and that shit healed perfect. Exactly how I did it. So you really never know. Just most of the time, they just
I think I heal pretty good for the most part, though.
As long as you're taking care of it, you don't really have to
I
worry
just
too
don't like
much.
that color don't last on me for some reason, or I don't feel like it do.
Why don't you feel like it lasts?
Because when I got, like, for instance, when you did that red,
Mm-hmm.
it was so vibrant, and then it like really healed, and now it just like red and brown, it just mixed in with my skin. Even this orange, like that orange had looked so good when you
Are
first
you
did
talking about
it.
this red?
hmm But I think that's just how my tattoos heal.
I think for the most part, it'd be how you put it in. Like, how long ago did I do that?
Which one?
Like 3 years ago? The King K with the heart?
No, the King K I got at the end of 23, and then the Powerpuff Girl, you did that when you was still at the house, like right before you got the shop.
At the crib, I was an apartment warrior. Yeah. I think it's how you put it in, bro. Honestly, like when I'm tatting at the apartment, I don't have as much lighting as you alright?
Mm-hmm.
I don't have as much lighting as I have in here. Like, and then I also, it's 2-3 years ago. I done did way more red tats and got way better.
I'm like, nah, you
And
gonna
all
know
that.
what I'm not good.
I feel like it all just depends on how it goes in. But also, with the sun and shit you did.
You gotta go on with white.
I'm just gonna do a couple of dots.
Can I ask a question, y'all? Why white dye hurt more than any other dye? Any other
Ink. I think it's in
ink?
your head.
Cause I didn't have, when I get tattoos, I didn't have people like go back like, oh, I have to outline it with white, and that shit hurt. I see that.
Yeah, I think it's all in the head. Plus, like the worst part for me, the worst part of a tattoo is when you're at the end of it and you know it's almost over. To me, that's the worst part of a tat.
I guess that's true. Especially when they get to going back, oh, y'all be going back over it. Oh, let me fix this, let me fix that. Like, man, leave that shit alone.
The famous phrase when people be tapping out, they be like, "Nah, bro, I think it look good like that. I think it looks good like that." Yeah, you don't need to add anything else, bro.
But see, that's another thing. I'm like, I be in my head about shit. So it's like, if I didn't sat here this long and got it, like, let him do that shit.
Yeah.
So I don't gotta
Me,
come back.
I will get up out the chair and tell you to pack it on up.
You laughing at me? My mama ain't raised no hoe. And really, when I be getting tattoos and piercings, I just be thinking like the pain be over quick.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like piercings hurt more than tattoos because that shit be hurting for days.
You said it be hurting for days?
Hell yeah. When I got my nipples pierced, that shit hurt for like a week or two.
Oh well, yeah, the nipples for sure. They're just sensitive. You said what you told me you had your fucking your gooch pierced. Didn't you tell me that?
Mm-hmm.
What made you do that shit?
I ain't honestly what made me even like what even put that thought in my head was like some years ago. I was at one of my homeboys like birthday, like like I was introduced to like his friends type of thing, and one of his homeboys had that hoe, and I was just like, what the fuck? I ain't never seen that, and I always just thought about it, but I always knew like you got to get somebody who know what they doing. Like you can't just let anybody do that shit.
I think you could. It's just a surface piercing.
Well, not for me. I ain't want nobody. But then I ended up going to LA, and
I'm
one
telling
of
you, you
my,
went to the gooch specialist.
you know who I'm talking about?
No, I was joking.
Oh no! The reason why I say that is because
is?
when I walked in there, he was like, "Oh, you came to the Gooch Master," and I'm like, "What?"
What?
And he was like, "Yeah, I'm the Gooch Master around here." I'm like, "Oh, okay."
That's what they call him.
But no, like not being funny, no pain. Like, but like I guess what I was expecting, because I kept thinking like, damn, is that shit gonna be irritated? Like, how's it gonna work? But he didn't do it like sideways. Like he didn't pinch it like this. He did it straight up and down. Like this bar that's in my ear, it's just a longer bar, and it's just up and down. And shit. And I feel like the only issue I had like when I first got it is like ain't no cushion back there, so like I was sitting on top of the actual piercing, but once that whole healed,
Good.
yeah. Like I be forgetting I have it sometimes, especially when I first got it. I forgot because when I shower and I wash myself, I had to not be so aggressive. So I'm like, goddamn. But I really be forgetting that shit even there.
So you was at a party and he just was like, "Hey y'all, just letting everybody know."
I don't even know. I don't even remember. I ain't gonna lie. I don't remember how the conversation came up, but I remember the conversation came up, and I'm like, what the fuck? I was interested because like, did that shit hurt? Like, the same questions y'all be having. Like, did that shit hurt? How the fuck did they do that?
I would
Like,
have 0 questions.
well, how she asked me, yeah.
I pierced, so I know what they did. I've just never done it, but I also have never been asked. People ask me for the Prince Albert, of course.
Fuck no.
I don't. The person who taught me how to pierce, he didn't teach me that. So unfortunately, I don't do that. But there's also one where they like it's more like a body mod. Like you cut open and you put in like little like ball bearings.
Like that's when they be getting like them jewels and shit.
No, that's on the top. That's like some prison shit, almost like a dermal. But
the fuck you?
No, you make your shit. Basically, you make your shit like have like be ribbed. Like you just put ball bearings all through. He asked me for that shit. I don't remember what it's called. I had to Google when they called the shop and asked.
Hell no.
And I was.
I be seeing shit on social media though when girls be getting like
unpleasantly surprised to find out what it was. But yeah, bro, they be wanting that shit.
They be getting like they backs pierced on both sides with the rings and like lacing it up and shit. What man, people fucking crazy. Cause my thing is, how you sleep with that? With the back piercings? For the rest of your life?
No, I mean, just like you said, after it heals and you good, you barely feel it.
That's crazy work.
I know you ain't talking about somebody back being pierced. You got your glutes.
That shit don't hurt though. Like that's just skin. Like that shit don't hurt.
I'm just saying.
Putting needles through your back continuously.
Oh, you talking about the lace one?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that shit is. Well, let me not say that. If you want to get a lace put in your back, come on down to 4D Studios. Yeah, make sure you bring a ribbon with you, and I'll put as many piercings in your back as you want.
And y'all a bold one.
You gotta be throwing little commercials in there.
Who the fuck said get this?
I feel like I distinctly said tonight get it.
I could have just got like it's my mama's birthday. I could have got her name and called her today.
You said nah, fuck that. And Ted. It can't be that bad though, right? Or it is?
I mean, it's not really. I'm missing. What do you mean braiding? Box braid?
He done forgot what he do. What do you mean braiding?
No, because I'm just asking because what I think I do want to add, like, what Fulani braids is? Yeah. I might want to do that, like, quick weave sewing in the back, learn how to stitch braid to the front, and that way, I maybe probably, if you get like 10 stitch braids in the front, or, it only be less than that, it'd be like really 6 to 8, then, I can do them braids. But a whole head of box, I ain't gonna lie, I'm not doing that. And then it's also weird because from a hairstylist point of view, like, I'm not standing on my feet for 6 hours for $200.
That's the crazy part to me when the girls be like, this shit costs so much, but it's like, it took her 12 hours.
Yeah, that's why when people be like, oh, they want braids down to their ankle, it's gonna take 10 to 12 hours, but they want to pay $200. You fucking crazy. That's a whole day of work, and you want me to make $200?
That's because that's what she made.
But it's not even effective like doing your own braids because it's like you literally sitting there for 10 hours, especially when it be a person like they don't have multiple people. Like if you don't go to the braid shop, they only got one person in your head. You don't feel for that person standing behind you for 10 fucking hours. Like
So they be
what?
doing it at shops, multiple people hitting it at the
Yeah,
same
like
time.
when you go to braid shops, they be having multiple people in your head, and even then, it still be taking like 5, 6 hours. So just imagine one person in your head. Fuck no.
Yeah, because I used to just get 4 straight back or 2 straight back. Be pretty quick.
Because
One day I got some like plaits or whatever. That shit kind of took a
best
long
friend,
time.
how long it took to do your hair? And look, please, that's fucking crazy. 6 hours, just imagine. Would you do a tap for 6 hours for $200? How much you paid?
I'm not doing a tat for 2 hours for $200. I wouldn't conversate with you for 6 hours for $200.
And that's another reason why I need my license. Because as soon as I get my license,
I
price
think
going up.
the braids, like even people tell us.
Thank you. Oh, you seen my page?
This is what I was
Thank
saying.
you.
It said that it looked good when y'all came in the other
Oh,
day.
okay. Okay. Thank you. And you know that closure came from the beauty supply store. Clock it. Thank you.
I feel like how they be doing us. People be like, oh, I know somebody who could do that just as good for this much. I feel like braiders go through that worse because it's a little bit harder. Well, for me, it's easy to see, like, because I had braiders, so it's easy to be like, you know what you're doing, you don't know what you're doing. But for like the regular person, they're like, man, she over there doing it for 150.
Yeah,
It's gonna look
but
just the same, even
but I
though
be
it's
feel
not.
like nah. I be feel like they be knowing because they go over there, they get their hair done, they knots real big, they braids uneven. Like you know when somebody know what they
That's just
doing in
her
your
style,
head.
bro.
That ain't no style. That's you either did it yourself or you had somebody cheap do it. Because that's another reason why I don't like braiding. Because even when I like add in hair and braid, and I get to a certain point, it's like my braids start being lopsided. They start being twisted. It's thick right here, it's small right here. I added hair at the wrong point, so it started getting skinny. Then it started getting big again. Like, nah, that's too. You got to really have an eye for that shit, and I don't. But I just feel like it's hard now. I mean, definitely, I understand because trust me, I be sitting thinking like, how can I capitalize off this shit? Like, how much more money can I make? But I just feel like it's gonna be hard for me to make that transition because I'm gonna have a braid client. I'm gonna charge them $250 at the most. I'm gonna do them braids for one day, and then my next day I'm gonna have 4 installs to make a band and be like, yeah, bitch, I'm not braided ever again. Like, no.
You just got to get the people who respect the braids. Because my braider, and by the way, shout out to Miss Ramos. It's glam hair. She go crazy. I think she does only braid. I don't even think she do locks for
hmm
real. But she's real. I forgot what I was gonna say though. Never mind. Goddamn. What was we talking about?
Shit, I don't know because I'm losing my train of thought too. But yeah, I just think it's a. If I would have started braiding, that's what I would like grew up on. Like, okay, I'm a braider. I feel like it'll be different because then I'll learn how to capitalize off of braiding versus making money doing hair. Now I'm trying to figure out how to get into the braid business. I just leave the braiding for the braid girls, and when you're ready for a lace, come see me. And that's another reason why I'm going back to hair school because I want to do more than just lace. Like I want to do natural hair too.
Do you
So
make
wigs,
wigs? Yeah.
hmm I hand make them and make them on a
That's what
sewing
money, right?
machine. Absolutely. Selling wigs too because that's why I do free installs with my wigs. So if you come get a wig, you spend $500, $600. It's gonna come with that install.
Uh-huh.
And then most likely, if the experience was great, the hair was good, and all that, you coming back again with that same wig, and now you paying for an install. So
I'm really trying to remember what I was gonna say. I can't.
what I really want to do here is like on set. I ain't gonna lie,
Movie set or TV.
and I don't want to say it. hmm I don't want to say it to sound lazy, but it's literally you have people out here with a license and they get jobs at like Tyler Perry Studios, Universal Studios. They doing all these movies and they doing all this stuff and they can't do a lick of hair. They can't do a piece of curl, a piece of layer, or nothing.
Yeah, because them
And
Tyler Perry movies, they be looking fucked up. I'll go ahead and say
and
it.
sometimes you go on set, you can go on set and make $500, $600 a day. You do one person head and all you doing is touch ups all day. When you work for big companies, you can go make you need the key. You can go make like $1,000, $1,200 a day doing one or two heads. You can make like doing that, just making doing one or two heads and just doing touch ups all day, not doing shit. I do that 5 days a week. I just make 5 bands in a week. I'm chilling. So that's really where the money is. So I really want to be like on set, movies, TV shows. Like I don't think I want to stay behind the chair for the rest of my life. That shit not it for me.
You don't think that I feel like that's achievable. You say, the girl that be doing Miss Pat, that should be on set with her?
Mm-hmm.
All you gotta do is go get a little game from Shawty. Well, you and Kelly are, well, when you get back. What do you invest in? You were saying that if you would have had the money you know what to do with it. So like once you get back to Cali, you done finish school, you on set, you making that 5 bands in a week. What you gonna do with the money?
I feel like the first thing I invest in on some shit is like I invest into like my hair business and stuff. But once I start making that money doing hair, I'm gonna invest my money somewhere else because it's just a lot of money out here to be made. And I feel like I'll do shit like I'll buy a house, lease a house or some shit, and put that shit on Airbnb and start capitalizing off Airbnb.
Mm-hmm.
Or just buy a house in general and shit, rent that bitch out. Now I got guaranteed money coming in every month. So on my slow months doing hair,
still got the money coming from the housing
mm-hmm,
businesses.
Mm-hmm. That's a mean one. I definitely would start it out here. I wouldn't do that shit in LA. No, 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 no. Cause say like for instance, not even being funny, the Friday house? Imagine what that neighborhood look like. You know what them houses cost in that neighborhood? $1 to $2 million. Are you from out there? Oh, so absolutely. You know what I can get in Texas for $1 million?
Shit, boy.
Like what? I can get a whole family compound for. Ooh, shit.
And you could throw in the ATVs and all that.
So it's just like, yeah, no, I definitely would invest that shit out here. I would not do it in California. Not even saying I'll do it in Texas. I'll do it anywhere that it'll make sense. Because even if I do something like that in California, in the long run, I'll be losing money. Because that shit, no. And shit, right now the market everywhere fucked up. So you really just got to be careful doing any fucking
thing. Is the
thing.
cost of living high in, you was talking about Miami. Cost of living high in Florida?
I feel like it's high depending on the lifestyle, but it's doable. It's better than fucking LA.
Yeah, thanks.
In LA, they say you pay.
And then in LA too, they're pricing to so many celebrities. They're pricing to celebrities. So if I'm in LA and I know all these motherfuckers making millions a year, my tattoo is gonna be a little bit more than if I'm around a whole bunch of people that work in the plant. And
that's true too, but they also charge like state taxes and federal taxes. So everywhere you're going, you're paying double the taxes.
Well, that's just the cost.
They charge. Oh shit, but they charge all kind of shit. So like when I go to the grocery store and get a whoa. You go buy like anything plastic or anything like that, you paying a extra like 10-15 cents for recycling fee.
Uh-huh.
You paying an extra $2 if you buying anything that come from like overseas. So like I'm from the Caribbean, so I go to the grocery store, get my little Caribbean drinks. I'm paying an extra $2 for international fee. Like what the fuck you mean? Right, that shit crazy.
And that's something that the government's charging them?
Yeah, that's just the state. Yeah, that's California itself. It don't matter what city you in
State
California,
government.
they charging that. Mm-hmm. Plastic, yeah, they charging 10 cents per bag. Oh, come man, fuck
Don't
that
worry about
shit.
it. I carry it.
And that's literally how I be. I be like, don't even worry about it. Or you catch yourself stealing $10 then. I mean 10 cent fucking bag, trying to hurry up and sneak out the store. Cause I'm not paying for that shit. And my best friend, that's what she used to do. But you know, she from there, so she used to it. Hell no, give me a plastic bag. Like stop playing. That shit 10 cent bag. That
How
shit.
often you go back to the
Caribbean
Caribbean? Yeah.
every year for Carnival for
Do you
sure.
work out there?
I have done hair out there, but I haven't like did like real work.
What you mean?
Like make real money. Like I've done like my family hair and shit like that, but I haven't made like real money being out there.
It be some people at what's it called too, huh? That should be jumping.
At Carnival?
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah. But you know when they come out there for Carnival, they hair already damn done.
Right.
Or they
They
traveling
had
with
cut it
their
done in LA.
stylist.
What do people pay like? I'm sure you know some people that do like travel with the celebrity that who they're the stylist for. What do they pay for that type of shit?
I mean, honestly, I feel like it depends on the stylist. Like every stylist is different. Everybody willing to do different stuff. Like some
Whatever y'all
people,
negotiate.
yeah, whatever they negotiate.
Mm,
I feel like at the status that I'm at right now, like I'm still in my head consider like building clientele and putting my name out there. So if somebody hit me up like, oh, we want to travel, we want you to travel to do X, Y, and Z, I'll tell them fly me out, and then I'll do the service for whatever.
mm-hmm.
Because that's something behind my name that I can use to get clientele in the long run. But if it was on something like, oh, you got to pay for your own flight, pay for your own hotel, and supply the hair, and do, I'm not doing that shit. You just want
Yeah.
free.
When I travel in Tat, I make them buy the plane ticket as a deposit, and that's just so I know like that they're serious.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So if you're looking at my page, you wondering why that travel deposit is so high? It's the cost of the plane ticket. And no, don't DM me and be like, could I just get you the plane ticket instead of pay the deposit? No, pay the whole deposit. I get the ticket. Don't even worry about it.
Nah, for real, because when you have somebody else book your flight and shit, fuck, no, I wouldn't do that shit.
You're gonna be the last one to board.
If I do some shit like that, like, that shit need to be in my contract.
Your ticket say Z26.
Put that shit in contract and make sure I'm good. That way, if you do try to fuck me, I'm suing. Because people do you dirty. People do you dirty out here.
Especially over there, because everybody's probably on some like, man, you need to come do my hair so that you could come up, because I'm such and such. You know what I'm saying?
And that's how it be too.
Say it with that voice.
That's really how it be.
So yeah, I look at that like fucking yo. When I first started tatting, it was a Houston rapper. I had to look him up after. I forget his name, but he wanted me to do a tattoo on him, and he was like, "Man, whoop de whoop, like you need to just tat me because I'm sitting." And I'm like, bro, I've been tatting for a year, bro. Like all I asked you for was $150, gang. And he still did not get tatted by me because he felt like I should do it for free because he was whoever he was. You don't get that type of shit?
Hell yeah, we get that shit all the time. Everybody wants their hair done for free. Because they somebody, or they get the name, or they was on this TV show and that TV show. But that shit don't pay my bills. And followers don't pay bills either if they not booking.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I do go pretty quick, like you said.
Just
So
trying to figure out why the fuck I did this.
why did you do it? Are you religious?
No, I'm not talking about the design. I'm talking about the hand tattoo.
No, I know what you meant.
But no, of course I'm religious. I'm Baptist though. This don't got nothing to do with my religion. My mama is my lawyer. And not even being funny, that lady, she's an accountant. That's what she does professionally. But baby, she might as well have been a lawyer.
What, she handle business?
Man, she handled business. I literally just told her the other day, like, of course, God forbid, nothing gonna happen to her, but excuse me, when my mom not with me no more, I'm gonna be like, what? How the fuck I do this? Like, mama, who supposed to file my taxes? Who supposed to do this shit?
You just be calling her.
Hell yeah. And it'd be funny because, like, of course, my mama got all my information, so she'll literally just come and be like, all right, I filed your taxes. I'll be like, all right, bet. And it just be like that. I mean, I know it's a bad thing, though, because when I get older, I got to know how to do this shit myself.
When you get older.
And I'll be saying that, too, when I get older, nigga, I'm going to turn 26. Like, that's crazy. But I'm just blessed, so I be trying to take advantage of it while I can.
At least you know that, like, yeah, at some point I'm gonna have to
Do my own shit.
Do you have friends in the game that have, like, have you had to sign any NDAs?
Mm-hmm.
How does that shit work? Well, I guess you can't talk about it.
I mean, you can.
Okay.
I don't gotta talk about who I signed an NDA with.
Right.
Ooh. But yeah, I mean, basically, of course, whenever you get like these jobs and stuff, you know you're gonna sign the NDA, especially depending on what the network is or who you're working with.
Mm-hmm.
But most of the time, you basically just say the same thing.
Oh, like, a network makes you sign. Will make you sign them too. Like, say, the TV shows.
Like, for instance, I mean, I can talk about it now, but for instance, I worked with Zeus on one of their hair shows. Mm-hmm. It dropped now, but of course, I couldn't talk about it before. But that's basically just to
protect the show, because I know Zeus, that's one of them ones that, like, people are really checking for what happened on the last episode.
Yeah, so you got to make sure you're not telling what's happening, what's coming up, who on there, what, things like that.
Makes sense.
But I'm pretty cool with India because I mind my damn business anyway. You ain't finna fuck up my money.
Right. Not for real.
You went to go smoke without me? Wow. Don't I miss the good old days when I can be in the chest?
You still smoking on them ounces you brought back from Kelly?
Hell no, that shit was gone.
What do you think with the weed quality, Texas versus California? I mean, obviously theirs is better, but like.
No, but see, that's what's crazy. Okay, and I tell people this shit all the time. Like, okay, LA do got some good weed, cool. I feel like LA gives me more variety. Like, I can go get indica, I can go get hybrid sativa.
You actually know what it is.
I know what it is. Yeah, but I ain't gonna lie, my weed man in Texas hitting.
Yeah,
shit be gas, so I be good.
So, yeah, I mean, you can find them, but it's just something about going hitting that dispensary and
right.
It's that Method Man weed, huh? Mm-hmm. Shit, one of them, I'm gonna give me one of these.
Exactly, but weed was cheaper out there too. I say that.
Oh, facts.
Weed was cheap as fuck.
Cause they gotta get it over here from over there. You gotta pay the price for that. Cause somebody charged a nigga $1,000 to bring it over here. Now he gotta charge you extra $50. I'm almost done, G.
It's really not hurting that bad.
It's
just like certain parts.
Yeah. I still haven't been to California, but I really am partial to it. Ocean Gone.
I told you, you need to get out there. Like, next time they have a tech convention or something, you need to get on that. LA is where you go to network for real. Like,
yeah, I'm trying to get they have one called Golden State Expo. I'm trying to get with them. I don't really.
That's in what's Golden State? San Diego?
Golden State is all of California, but they have it in. That's not the convention.
Oh, it's in Pasadena by LA. Yeah. Oh, okay. And I ain't gonna lie. Okay, so what part of LA you from?
I'm actually from San Diego. I'm from the IE. Yeah, it's not LA.
First of all,
same shit, right?
I was talking to somebody out there. They sent me their address, and I showed my best friend. She said, "Bitch, that's the IE. What the fuck you going out there for?" She said, "What the fuck?"
She's a gangbanger and all that. She from the hood.
But so I stayed in Baldwin Hills when I was out there. I stayed in
Baldwin Hills. That's the BET show, ain't it?
It was nice though. It was a nice
Nigga
ass
say he went
area.
anyway. You
I
went
hell
anyway.
yeah, I drove. That's an hour drive. Hell yeah, I drove my ass out there, huh? I probably can find it, but I can't focus right now. Yeah, but but no, it was dope out there. But I feel like if I lived in LA, I wouldn't live in Los Angeles. I would live in like the Valley.
Yeah, I actually lived in Winter Beach for a little while. That was really nice. Oh yeah, it looks exactly like the show. Look.
Uh, Shut the fuck up. It didn't hurt till you came
Hey,
back
bro,
in here to take your voodoo out.
put it on the finger?
And I did ask, ooh,
'Cause I wasn't even
ooh,
gonna do all that.
that's crazy work. This was a setup.
Hey, Kyle, can you do me a
I
favor?
should have brought my fan.
Can you grab that back team and come spray this real quick? I don't want to have to change gloves. No, you don't need to put on gloves. You don't want the people to see you gloveless. Spray all of it. That's good. Thank you.
You said you lived in Baldwinville.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think the outskirts of LA are more like chill.
It was real chill out there. I like being out there, and I like being by the mountains and stuff. Like I'll stay by like the Universal, by Warner Brothers. I'll stay out there. And I feel like when I first went, I wanted to be like, "Ooh, I'm gonna stay in Hollywood." Then I went to Hollywood, and I'm like, Hollywood nasty as fuck. Whoa, what happened? Why this one feel like that?
You want me to actually explain?
Yeah, explain for the people so they know.
So this is a 3-round liner. I'm doing something what we call blood lining or gray lining. The 3-round liner is a very sharp needle, almost as if a small razor blade were slicing you ever so gently. So that's why it hurts like that.
That's a nice way to explain it. Because that's what the fuck it feel like too.
Yeah, that's why
that's literally what it feel like. That's crazy.
Super tight. So like tattoo needles, they come like to a point like this, and the ones that like all this, like that's actually 7 needles, even though it looked like 1. So whenever like people will be like, oh, they use 1 needle. Like if you use 1 needle, you're gonna know because it's gonna feel like how this shit is feeling right now.
See and God, let me not speak too soon, but my hand not swelling up bad, right?
Yeah.
They talking about you're not gonna be able to do hair. Why would you do that? You can't go to school. Fuck that shit. They'll be all right. Give me a. That's all right. I'll stay home for 2 days.
I mean, you can just get some gloves. I sell some gloves in the front. You gonna buy some gloves?
This is why people put themselves through this pain. And I'm talking about I'm gonna get my whole body tatted. I think I need to rethink this shit.
You don't think it's going that route no more?
Maybe when I get some more meat on my body.
You know, I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. Everybody think that shit gonna save you. Nothing is gonna save you from the tattoo pain. Like you could gain as much weight as you want to, it's gonna still hurt.
But see, the tattoo part don't be hurting. It be the bones. If you not so close on I'm just bony as shit. Like,
but when I tattoo, like when I tell you make a fist, I'm stretching the skin. So like regardless, if you have more skin, I'm just gonna stretch it more till it hits the same spot. So
you gotta at least let people imagine. Damn, you can't kill everybody's dream.
Nah, I gotta kill the dreams because we're here to educate.
That's
Education,
wild.
you know the intelligent people be the depressed ones. Education is killing dreams sometimes.
Ooh, that one did it. It felt like he just took it looked like he was. It felt like he was going like that in between my hand with a fucking razor.
What?
I'm sweating like a motherfucker.
How long was it in between deciding you're gonna do hair and moving to California and doing hair?
8 months.
Damn. Pretty good.
I quit my job in January and said I was gonna be full time, just doing hair. I did that shit throughout the summertime, and my birthday in the summertime. So, money was slow, so I went back, got a job for the summertime. And like I said, I came back from Antigua in August, flew to LA, came back in like I did September in Houston, and I flew out there the second week of October.
So I know you said you was gonna be a mechanic at first. Were you always doing hair like? Cause 8 months that's quick, bro. You just picked it up that quick. You feel like you?
Well, no, see,
like
when I decided to, it was 8 months from the time.
Like
yeah, it was 8 months from the time I decided to take hair serious. I had been doing like hair on the side, like making wigs and shit, since 2018.
Okay.
And then I just grew up loving cars. Like when I was in high school, I was in mechanic school. And then when I graduated in 2017, 2018 and 2019, I really was just like working at like car shops, like tire shops and shit.
Yeah. I know you said that.
I'm just curious. I stopped doing that.
I like to talk about entrepreneurship, and I know a lot of people want to know, like, okay, if I start right now, I need to go to hair school. I need to do this to learn. Like, how
it really just happened like in the spur of the moment. Like, okay, I'm tired of doing this shit. I love hair. Let me get up and make that shit work.
Yeah.
It really be about the hustle, cause like I said, like I talk a lot of shit and my attitude real bad. So like I don't like working for people. I don't like listening to direction. I don't like clocking in on people clocking, none of that shit. So I had to get up and be like, if you want to change, that shit hurt. If you want to change, you got to do that shit,
Yeah. Yeah, no, I feel you. It's kind of the same for me. But I always knew, like, and I don't know if it's like this for you, but everywhere I worked, like every tattoo shop I worked at, they like had some like, okay, yeah, if I open this shop, we can get D to run it, or like we could put D, like trying to put me in positions that I already knew that I was gonna have.
And that's not even being funny. I feel like that's a issue I was having at my shop in LA. Cause I came as like the new kid, like I just learned how to do hair, like teach me everything. I'm just here to learn, and it really became like, oh bitch, you know how to color, go color for me. Oh, you know how to clean, go clean this. Oh, you know how to do a wig, go do that. Like
a little apprentice situation.
I was doing every fucking thing, and it was like this is not what I came for. I just came to do hair, and that's it. Yeah, it helped me learn. Like I talk shit while I did it, but now that I look back, definitely helped me grow. Definitely helped me learn this shit.
The barbershop,
right, that's how I felt. Yeah. But I was making money doing this. I really didn't care either.
Like, damn, it's a lot of hair to sweep. Fuck it. Going to get it done.
Oh my God. Fuck them fingers. Yup. Okay. So do y'all think numbing cream really work, or that's a mind thing?
No, it really works. If you use it correctly, it works. Now,
what's using it correctly? Because people don't know what using it correctly is.
So you got to put it on. You got to wrap it up, wrap the area. Well, first of all, you need to clean the area first, since we're telling people don't know how to use it correctly. Clean the area first. Some sort of soap, maybe some alcohol, whatever. Prep it. Put the numbing cream on. Wrap it for 90 minutes or 1 hour and a half minutes. And yeah, after that, it should be fairly numb. Now, what I was gonna say was it kind of changes for people. It kind of changes for people how long it stays numb. Like I said, when I did my head, that shit was numb for about 2 seconds.
Well, you got a tattoo in your head?
Yeah, I got a big tattoo machine. Like,
it hurt?
Yeah, hell yeah. That's what I'm telling you. You showed me that sheriff. I'm like, nigga.
But that's more so just like what?
No, that's your head, bro. That shit go. You got to shave the side of your hair.
Well, that part, that part I'm okay with. That shit go back.
But yeah, that shit definitely hurt. I'll be honest with you, it hurt like this.
Well, it's not that bad. It's just really when you in between my fingers, that shit hurt.
Yeah.
That shit hurt like a motherfucker. Not today. Well, yeah, no. I need some time off. Let this heal.
Hope my head not in the way of the tattoo cam. It was in the way of the last episode. You alright?
Yeah, it's just hot. It ain't too hot though. Trust me, if I get bad, I know how to speak up. I ain't
You
gonna
need some
pass
water?
out. I ain't gonna
No, that
pass out.
monster ain't helping.
Why not? It's doing me wonders right now.
Making your heart pound so fast you can't think about your hand pain.
Y'all wanna know what's crazy though? My heart actually beat the fastest when I'm high when I smoke. When I do
panicking?
Hmm?
Cause you be panicking?
Whoa!
You fuck with edibles?
Shit, motherfucker, no. Edibles don't get me high.
Edibles don't get you high?
Edibles don't.
I don't believe that. How much have you eaten? He forgot. He was high as fuck. He got something. He forgot he was high. He like, man, that shit ain't even making me high.
Nah, that shit really don't be working, y'all. Like, that shit really don't be working.
Nah, them hoes work, nigga. Trust me, them hoes work. Edibles. Now, it do depend on where you get them from, what they use, and how much you eat, but
And I definitely like
I promise you, I can find you some edibles that'll have you.
I definitely like the snack, not snack, but like the. No, I don't like the candies. I don't like the gummies and shit. I like the cookies and
Like a dessert.
the desserts and shit. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, a lot of people, they'll just use like the worst weed possible, but if you got some real shit with some real terps.
And the dispensary used to sell that shit too. They used to sell like a whole ounce of shake for you to like, bake with and shit.
Yeah. Yeah, if you make it yourself, for sure, you can get it to hit. If you make the butter yourself, make you some little.
That's what her mama do. Her mama make her own butter.
Make her own butter?
Yeah,
like she churns butter?
No, she makes the weed butter.
Oh, she make cannabis butter. Oh, yeah. I thought you were saying she was a fucking butter maker. Damn, we gotta get her on the pod. How do you make butter, ma'am?
Would your mama even come in here and get a tattoo? Raylan?
I'm gonna tell her a stick of butter.
You tatted my mama, huh? I feel like you tatted my mama.
Was she?
I know I did. She got that ribbon on her. I think she got a ribbon right here with a cross on it.
I did it in here?
I don't remember.
I have no idea, bro.
I don't remember.
Everybody. I know I tatted y'all when y'all got the Powerpuff one. She wasn't there for that though. That was your younger sister.
Yeah, that's my little sister and my older sister.
Yeah, I mean, I probably did tattoo, bro. I just don't remember. You'd have to show me the tattoo. I remember my work before I remember doing it or the person. That's fucked up, but I'll ask people like, is this your first time getting tatted? They'll be like, no, I have 3. Yeah, you did all of them? I do that shit all the time. But if you show me the tat, I'm like, oh.
Who still got an hour ago? Shut your ass up. Somebody talking to you over there.
Definitely got about 10 minutes to go. If that, we almost done. If that.
Go roll up. That's what I said. Please. Oh.
Yeah. And then just with the fact that we're doing the other one too, you don't have to go through too much pain because I could always, not.
Oh, next time I'm numbing it. I don't give a damn.
If you want to do that, that's fine too. But I was just going to say, I'm going to look at it, how it healed, and I'm going to add more to it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And it's like I want to come back and get the other hand before my birthday, but let's see how this heals first. May 23rd.
You a Taurus or a Gemini?
Gemini. What was the head shake for? Gemini is the best people in y'all life.
No comment. Man, I don't fuck with that Gemini shit, man. I don't like it.
God damn.
That's the Gemini.
Who is Gemini? You a Gemini?
Told you to get this.
You a Gemini?
No, nobody in here. It's that's a Gemini you that told you to get this tat, like it was gonna be okay. That was your other personality.
But
And
it
now
is okay. And he in the back of my head right now is telling you to stop being a little bitch. So wait, what's your son?
I'm a Taurus. My birthday May 2nd.
What's your son? Oh, see?
See?
June Gemini, May Gemini.
Ask him what
You a June Gemini. Fuck
ask him
no.
what his rap name is.
What's your rap name? Deliver Pain?
That's that Gemini shit. That's the shit I'm talking about.
What's your son? Crazy. What's your son?
Crazy.
Even crazier. What's your son? I love Virgos.
He the only one get a pass.
We get a lot. No, Gemini get a pass too. Oh no, and Taurus. I love Taurus. Taurus chill though. Like every Taurus I know chill.
We don't be doing.
You gotta piss a Taurus off. No, and I feel like they more so like nasty nice. Like they'll cuss you out, but they'll say it so nice. You be like, bro, what? I can't even be mad at you for that shit.
I ain't gonna say it nice at all. I'm super direct.
And I feel like the only reason why I could deal with Aries for my mama is Aries. So she hell.
Yeah,
Leos, y'all manipulative.
I can only go based off of the women because I don't spend that much time around people unless it's like a woman that I'm dealing with. And I go cool. Leo.
As a Taurus though,
Gemini.
Who you feel like you connect to the most, or who have you connected with out of the zodiac signs you've been with?
Probably Cancer.
Oh, that's interesting. A Taurus and a Cancer. But Taurus don't like crybaby people.
They so emotional, and I'm so like logical. So it's like a.
But that's why I feel like y'all would butt heads though, because y'all don't really like that.
Nah, because you just tell them, stop all that shit. They go, okay. and it's over with. Sometimes you gotta tell somebody to stop all that shit. That's like you said, the other voice in your head was telling you your other Gemini personality.
Y'all manipulative. And Leo men are narcissists.
She be holding my tape like, you see my tape? D, I never had your tape. I've never once used your tape.
And that's another thing, y'all low key delusional. Like when y'all think something, when y'all think that shit, it don't matter what nobody say. That's what it is. Like I swear to God. I
think it's high key. And you'll see it in real time. Like they'll be like, they told me this. You be like, I was sitting with you. They didn't say that.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, y'all delusional as shit. I mean, we love you for it though, but ooh.
Just got these needles, man. This company made a new type of needle, so I'm trying to see what they're talking about. See what the competition doing. Pretty good.
It don't hurt too much in that spot. That's the same needle you've been using?
Off and on. The one I've been using when I'm doing this big shaving hair, yeah. Called a press mag for the tatters. Da Vinci or Bishop, they're actually out of California as well.
I think this hand cute like this, right? What you think? Oh.
All you gotta do is numb it, bro. Shit. And even with the numbing, even if it wear off, like just fucking stop and then come back to it. And
but see that's the kind of person I am. When I stop, that's it. Over with. Yeah, I ain't coming back to it. That's why I really want to get my side tattoo covered up, but I don't think I'll ever touch that again. Or at least not right now. I gotta really want that shit done. That's probably the only tattoo I cried on. That shit was painful. And it was my first tat. Yeah, my side tat was my first tat. I didn't know no better. I was 16.
My ribs were my first tat also.
You said did it what? I mean, it's a tattoo. Of course they told me it was gonna hurt. But nobody told me that it was gonna be the worst spot.
They told me that when I got my ribs first, they was like, bro, you don't want to do this, bro. You don't want to, little bro, you don't want to do that. I was like, nah, I want to
It was
do it.
JJ. Shit, that nigga set me up. JJ wanted that coin.
When I work with, he gonna get that paper. When I work with JJ, bro, it's not too bad. He told you that? Told you it wasn't gonna be too bad?
I don't even remember. Like I said, I was 16. Damn, that was 10 years ago.
Yeah, when I got my ribs, they definitely forewarned me. They was like, nigga, do not get your ribs. And I was like, nigga, what did I say? I got $250.
On my soul, that's really was like, I'm not hearing shit y'all talking about. My mama said I could get a tattoo, put that bitch right here. Dumbass sat there and cried.
But you still got it though. That's what I wasn't crying. I for sure was shaking. We gonna say it was cold. That's what I'm gonna go with. But yeah.
Nah, I had a shirt. I still got the video. I had a shirt over my face. Right.
Tats, not a game.
Damn, that in between the finger is like lethal.
Yeah, I'm not trying to do too much. Like I said, we're gonna come back to this, but go ahead. You had to laugh through the pain?
Nah, it'd be funny. Okay, go ahead, do your thing. Do your thing. We at the end now. I ain't gonna bitch out now.
It's too late. I'm done. I'm just doing a little finishing touches.
Yeah, you see, remember that's what I said y'all be doing. Oh, it's done now, and then here you go, tear me up still.
It's done in theory.
It's essentially done.
Ooh.
I ain't gonna have no work.
That's crazy work. Who told me to do this?
That other personality, we already talked about it. That Gemini shit.
I ain't bitch out though.
Neither of y'all did.
Neither of y'all did.
I just caught on to what he said. Yeah. See, that wasn't even bad. Y'all be complaining about nothing.
I'm just gonna put like all the faces you made right after you say that. That wasn't even bad.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you gotta finish school and go back. And
I never planned on that. I never planned on that anyway, y'all. Come on now.
I mean, you could go back to discount with this motherfucker. They're gonna be like, hell yeah, get to moving them tires.
Oh shit.
What you think?
Yeah, she nice. What you think, friend?
You gonna say whatever to stop the session, huh?
I really wouldn't.
No, that looks good.
I really wouldn't. Mm-hmm.
Hey, let me get a little picture real quick.
And see, it swelled up a little bit, but I could do hair. I'm a cold ass nigga. Watch that shit.
Yeah, you could just put on like I said, some gloves and you'll be good. But shit, I appreciate you coming through, bro, chopping it up with me.
Nah, I appreciate you inviting me.
We can go ahead.
Now I can feel like a real nigga. I got a hand tap.
You got a tattoo on your face already.
That ain't shit though. That was slight work. I can't even tell nobody that shit hurt.
For the thumbnail. Stop this audio.
Does this cover deep?
Yeah. How you want to bring it down?
Okay, I'm sorry, I don't know how to use this thing.
Damn, now my hand feels tight. I feel like something like
Yeah, I just stopped it right now.
my shit.
No, you said good for it though.